Dear students, let us do some problems on heat conduction. Here you can see solved example 12.6. What is the temperature of the steel copper junction in the steady state of the system shown in figure 12.15? So the data is given: length of steel rod, length of copper rod. See, from here to here steel rod, you can see from here to here copper rod, and they are connected in series, and the series combination is kept between furnace at 300 degrees centigrade and ice box at 0 degree centigrade. And what is asked finally? What is the temperature of the steel copper junction? See, here furnace is at 300 degrees centigrade and ice box is at 0 degree centigrade. As you move along the compound rod, the temperature gradually uniformly decreases. The temperature uniformly decreases. Therefore, temperature gradient means a change in temperature with distance. That will be a constant under steady state conditions. And under steady state condition, the heat flow, the rate of heat flow is same at any cross section, whether you take here at the junction, or at any point along the copper bar, or at any point along the steel bar, or at the junction. Wherever you take, the rate of heat flow will be a constant. Just like that, in electronics, we find circuits. See, here you can see a simple circuit. Here voltage source is there, 1.5 voltage source, and to this battery, two resistors are connected in series, 10 ohms, here 5 ohms. In series connection, what is the resultant resistance? 10 plus 5, 15. And when you divide the voltage by the resistance, you get current, and you got 0.1 amperes of current. So see, this is a loop. This is a loop like a circuit. So along the loop, at any point, the flow of current is 0.1 ampere. See, you may think this is 5 ohms, this is 10 ohms. Through this current may be less, through this current may be more. No, not like that. See, because they are connected in series, therefore current flow is same at any point. Just like that, here also steel bar and copper bar are connected in series. That's why heat current is same anywhere. You take at any cross section, at any point, the heat current is same. So now I can write here rate of heat flow, or let me see, heat current in steel bar is equal to heat current in copper bar. Heat current means what? Q by T. And we already know Q by T is directly proportional to area of the cross section and temperature difference, and inversely proportional to length of the bar. And when you put is equal to, here thermal conductivity comes. So this is the formula. So let us write here for steel. For steel, let us take 1, and for copper, let us give the number 2. So that here we can write K1 A1 Tc minus Td. Here the let me write the formula first. Tc minus Td by L1 is equal to K2 A2 Tc dash minus Td dash by L2. Now K1 means thermal conductivity of steel bar, that is given here 50.2. Next A1 is the cross sectional area of steel bar, that is equal to 2 into A copper. Let me write here 2 into A2. 2 into A2. Now Tc minus Td. So here in this figure the left end is C, to this steel bar, left end temperature is Tc, right end temperature is Td. Now what is the left end temperature? 300. So let me write here Tc is equal to 300 degrees centigrade. And to the right hand, this right hand is becoming a junction to the steel and copper. So let the junction temperature be T0. Now here you can write Tc minus Td means 300 minus T0 by L1, length of steel bar 15.0. 15.0, see this is in centimeter. Okay, let it be here also we write in centimeters, that will be okay. Now K2 copper 385. A2 let us write like that only, because here it can be removed. Next Tc dash minus Td dash, its left hand temperature To minus Td dash right hand temperature. Right hand temperature is given 0 degree centigrade. By L2, length of copper bar 10. See, both are in centimeters, so no problem. Here centimeter, here centimeter, centimeter gets cancelled. Now A2 gets cancelled. So from this we get the T0 value. So this is the value. Now let us look at the example 12.7. An iron bar, data is given, is soldered end to end to brass bar. See here iron bar and brass bar. But here both are having same area of cross section. The free ends are maintained at a temperature 373, 273. Obtain expressions for the temperature of junction, equivalent thermal conductivity, and heat current flowing. 3 questions are there. So from the problem I have noted the data. See, for iron 1 number is given, for brass 2 number is given. Thermal conductivity, length, area of cross section, all these are for iron and these for brass. Now what we have to do? Temperature of junction of 2 bars. So let the temperature of junction be T0 and this side T1 and this temperature is T2. Now one thing, just previously what we have observed, when heat is flowing through a compound bar, the rate of heat flow is same at any point. So now I can write First one is the solution. Rate of heat flow, that is Q by T, in iron is equal to rate of heat flow in brass. Okay, then what is the rate of heat flow? Q by T is equal to K into A into Tc minus Td by L. This is the formula. Okay, for iron let us write with all one numbers, K1, A1, see temperature, left end temperature T1, right end temperature TO, divided by, see here to its right end is TO, by L, length L1 is equal to K2, A2, left end temperature TO, right hand temperature T2 divided by L2. Now see here, but A1 is equal to A2, both bars having same area of cross section, so A1 is equal to A2 is equal to A. Similarly, lengths also same, so L1 is equal to L2 is equal to L. So let us substitute these values here. K1A into T1, how much? 373 minus TO by L. K2 value, we must have substituted here 79 into right side K2, its value 109. A2 means A only, temperature TO minus right hand temperature 273 divided by L2, L. So L and L gets cancelled. Here A and A gets cancelled. Now from this we get T0 value. So the value is 315 Kelvin, but actually answer is not asked. See, once you see obtain expressions for, expression is asked. So here we should not substitute the values. Okay, so again from this we have to start without substituting the values. Okay, now K1, even K, here K1 comes, and here A1 means A, or shall we write A1 is equal to A2 is equal to A, therefore here we should write A. T1 minus TO by, here L1 is equal to L2 is equal to L, therefore we should write here L is equal to K2, A1 is equal to A2 is equal to A, therefore here we write A. T0 minus T2 divided by L1 is equal to L2 is equal to L, so L2 is equal to L. L and L gets cancelled, A and A gets cancelled. Now expanding, K1 T1 minus K1 T0, K2 T0 minus K2 T2. Now we want T0 temperature, so K1 T1, bring this to left, take this to right, here T0 can be taken common, so from this T0 is equal to, from this T0 is equal to K1 T1 plus K2 T2 divided by K1 plus K2. So we got the expression. So this is the first answer. Now let us go to the second No, second one. Equivalent thermal conductivity of the compound bar. So for that, what shall we do? We know one thing, rate of heat flow is same anywhere. Therefore, on left hand side let us write Q by T iron, and on right hand side let us write Q by T compound bar. Q by T iron bar means is the same thing here, whatever is there. Let me copy this. Leave this left hand side. K1 A1 T1 minus T0 by L1 is equal to. Now for compound bar. See, in place of K1 I should write K, and in place of A1, see the area of cross section for iron and brass same, therefore for compound bar also same, therefore we can write here A into temperature difference. Here the temperature difference 373 and here 273. T1 minus T2 divided by length. See, length means here to here L1, here to here L2. So the total length is L1 plus L2. L1 plus L2. But according to our problem, A1 is equal to A2 is equal to A, L1 is equal to L2 is equal to L. Therefore, K1A T1 minus TO by L, and here Ka T1 minus T2 by L plus L, that is Ka T1 minus T2 by 2L. So now A and A gets cancelled. Here L and L gets cancelled. So what is left? Let me write here on left hand side T1 minus TO, and on right hand side K into T1 minus T2 by 2. But T0, that is junction temperature, already we obtained expression here. We have to substitute this expression. But T0 is equal to K1 T1 plus K2 T2 by K1 plus K2. We have to substitute this here. K1 T1 minus K1 T1 plus K2 T2 by K1 plus K2 is equal to K T1 minus T2 by 2. Here K1, this multiplied by this, K1 T1 plus K2 T1, K1 T1, K2 T2 by K1 plus K2, that is equal to, now K1, here plus K1 T1 minus K1 T1 gets cancelled, and in this K2 can be taken common. K2 taken common means T1 minus T2 divided by K1 plus K2, that is equal to K into T1 minus T2 by 2. T1 minus T2, T1 minus T2 gets cancelled. So from this we get K is equal to, take to this side, 2 into K1 K2 by K1 plus K2. So we got expression. This also can be written as 1 by K is equal to 1 by K1 plus 1 by K2. The same thing can be written in this way also. So in multiple choice questions, a question may be asked, what is the relation between k, k1 and k2? And in the options, if this is given, you can identify. Both are one and the same. Now substituting the values, we can find the compound thermal conductivity. Let me substitute the values. K1 value 79, K2 value 109, 79 plus 109. What is the third question? Heat current through compound bar. Whether you are asked about heat current through iron bar, or heat current through brass bar, or heat current through compound bar, all will be one and the same. Let me write here. So heat current through iron bar, heat current through brass bar is equal to heat current through compound bar will be same. So you can choose either of the three. Let us choose this value only. See what is the formula? Ka T1 minus T2 by L. K value just now here available 91.6. A value that is given here 0.02, and T1 minus T2 means 373 minus 273 divided by. Now, but here this is 2L. L plus L compound bar, no? So 2L. How see compound bar? Here to here L1, here to here L2, but both are same. L plus L, 2L. So each see L1 value 0.1 meter, L2 value 0.1 meter. So L1 plus L2 becomes 0.2 meters. So here 0. Or 2 into 0.1. From this we get what? In long answer questions, in the first question, there is a problem. A copper bar of thermal conductivity has one end at 104 degrees centigrade and the other end at 24 degrees centigrade. The length of the bar is given, cross-sectional area given. What is the rate of heat conduction along the bar? Just rate of heat conduction, that is Q by T value is asked. Just Q by T is asked, and Q by T is equal to Ka T1 minus T2 by L, or Tc minus Td by L. Tc minus Td by L. Now let us see the data. A copper bar of thermal conductivity, K value is given 401 into 1 and 104, other and 24. Here temperature given 104 minus 24. And cross-sectional area 1.0 into 10 to the power of minus 6 divided by L, length of the bar 0.10. So we get the answer. That's all. Let us look at this problem. A room has a window fixed with a pan of area 1.2 meter square. The glass has thickness 2.2 meters. So this is a glass plate. This is a glass plate. Like this. This is a glass plate. Area is given. Cross-sectional area 1.2 meter square. Thickness is given. This thickness is 2.2 mm. Means this will be length for us, because heat is flowing from here to, see, this is inside room, this is outside room. Outside the room, if the temperature outside the room is 36 degrees centigrade and inside the room is 26 degrees centigrade. So now let us write the data. This becomes length of the bar, L is equal to 2.2 millimeter, means 2.2 10 power minus 3 meter. This is the cross sectional area. This becomes cross sectional area. Heat is flowing, so heat comes from outside to inside, because outside temperature is more, inside temperature is less. So heat is flowing from outside to inside through the glass. See, actually glass is a poor conductor, but its K value, it is having certain K value. It can be low, but it is having certain K value, and with that value we are going to calculate the heat flowing into the room every hour. Now AL, and what else? The temperature T1 is equal to the 36 degrees centigrade, T2 is equal to 26 degrees centigrade. Now we have to write the formula. The formula is Q by T is equal to K A T1 minus T2 by L. So K value, is it given here? K value given 0.8. K value is given 0.8. 0.8 into 1.2 T1 minus T2, 36 minus 26 by L value 2.2 into 10 to the power of minus 3. So here we get the answer. What can be its units? This is Q by 2. Q means joules, and here T, time means in seconds. But actually in the problem, calculate the heat flowing into the room every hour. So in 1 second this much heat is flowing. In 1 second heat flowing is 4364 joules. So in 1 hour means 60 minutes. 60 minutes means how much? 60 into 60 by 1 into 4364. So in 1 hour we get 1.57 into 10 power 7 joules. Now let us look at this another problem. A copper bar 2 meter long has a circular cross section of radius 1 centimeter. Let us note the data first. Length is given. And the circular cross section. So A is equal to pi r square, 3.14 into r value 1 centimeter, 1 into 10 to the power of minus 2 whole square. We get this much. This is cross sectional area is given. Let us draw the diagram. Circular cross section. This cross sectional area is given. Length is given. The cross sectional area A, length L, and here temperature. Here left hand temperature 100 degrees centigrade right end temperature 0 degree centigrade. It is assumed that negligible heat is lost through the surface. Through the surface there is no heat loss. Okay. Find the thermal resistance of the bar. Find the thermal resistance of the bar. So what is asked for? First let us write here. First, thermal resistance. Thermal resistance of the bar. Second one, temperature gradient. Temperature gradient. And third one, the temperature uh, 25 centimeter from hot end. The temperature at, here it should be written, the temperature at 25 centimeter from hot end. These are asked. What is thermal resistance? You know about electrical resistance, but you don't know what is thermal resistance. If you know electrical resistance, let us go to the electrical circuit that we have seen previously. See this one. See here, a voltage source is there with 1.5 volts and two resistors are connected in series with this. So current is equal to voltage by resistance. This is the formula used here. The voltage is nothing but potential difference between the cells. So the V also can be called as potential difference. And because of potential difference only, current can pass. And see, heat flows from higher temperature to lower temperature. Just like that, current, electric current flows from higher voltage to lower voltage, higher potential to lower potential. So that's why always we show the current direction from plus sign to minus sign, higher potential to lower potential. So the 1.5 volts is potential difference between the cell. So current, electric current is equal to potential difference by resistance. Let me write this. Electric current is equal to potential difference by resistance. Here just now I have written I is equal to V by R, Ohm's law, right? So in electric circuit, because of potential difference only current flows, and here because of temperature difference only heat flows. So in place of potential difference you can write temperature difference. Temperature difference by resistance means here it is electrical resistance and here it is thermal resistance. Thermal resistance. And here it is electric current and here it is thermal current. Thermal current means what? Rate of heat flow or heat current. Heat current and heat current are rate of heat flow. Now let me write the formula. Rate of heat flow means Q by T. Temperature difference means Tc minus Td. Let me write here Tc and here Td. Tc minus Td by thermal resistance I don't know, X. Let me write X. But what is the formula actually? Let me write this as equation 1. Now, but we know that rate of heat flow expression we know. Q by T is nothing but K A Tc minus Td by L. This is the expression for rate of heat flow. Now equating first equation and second equation. equating first and second equations. So I can write here Tc minus Td by x is equal to Ka Tc minus Td by L. Tc minus Td gets cancelled. From this we get x is equal to L by Ka. So L by Ka gives you the thermal resistance. So thermal resistance is equal to L by Ka. What is the length? 2 meters. K value value not given, but it is a copper bar. And let us look at the table. For copper, thermal conductivity is 385. So 385 into cross sectional area, how much? 3.14 into 10 to the power of minus 4. So from this we get thermal resistance. We got the answer, but units we don't know. How to find the units? From the formula we can find Q by T is equal to Ka Tc minus Td by L. So L by Ka. It means, see, bring this to left hand side. L by Ka. Take this to right hand side. Tc minus Td into T by Q. This is temperature in Kelvin. And take this T, make this T denominator to the denominator. Q by T, energy by time or work by time, power, watts by watts. So Kelvin by watts. Kelvin by watts. So the first answer over. First answer over. Second one. What is the second one? Temperature gradient. Temperature gradient means a change of temperature with distance, and that is T1 minus T2 by L. T1 minus T2 by L. T1 minus T2. Or Tc minus Td by L. 100 minus 0 by L 2 meters. So 50 Kelvin per meter. So it means for every meter distance, the temperature decreases by 50 Kelvin. Now third one. The temperature at 25 centimeters from hot end. Okay. So this is very important. See, we know that rate of heat flow is constant anywhere along the bar. Q by T, that is Ka Tc minus Td by L. This is constant at any cross section along the bar. It is constant. If it is a constant, now let me write here Tc minus Td by L. This is equal to constant. Tc minus Td by L is equal to, take this Ka that side, constant by Ka. K means thermal conductivity, it is a constant. Cross sectional area constant, this is a constant. So we get a constant. It means Tc minus Td by L is nothing but temperature gradient, and temperature gradient is a constant. So in this problem, the third part is temperature at 25 centimeters from hot end. So this is the hot end. From this end at a 25 centimeters distance at this point, what is the temperature that is asked? To find that, uh, we make use of the concept temperature gradient. In heat conduction, temperature gradient is a constant. Temperature gradient, Tc minus Td. Temperature gradient means change in temperature with length. Tc minus Td by L. This is constant. This is constant. So now what shall we do? Tc minus Td by L is equal to Tc minus T. Suppose here the Tc minus T by distance 25 centimeters. 25 centimeters. Like this. Tc minus Td by L is equal to Tc minus T by 25 centimeters. Now let us substitute the values. Tc means 100, Td means 0, L means 200 centimeters. Here Tc means 100, T means we don't know, 25 centimeters. So now there is a problem. Two metal slabs of thickness D1 and D2 and thermal conductivities K1 and K2 are in thermal contact with each other. The temperature of their outer surfaces are T1 and T2. This side T1, this side T2. Assume T1 greater than T2. T1 greater than T2. Find the temperature T of the surface of the contact. So this is at the junction. It means surface of contact means a junction. Junction temperature is asked. So similar problem we already did. I will show you that. That was solved example 12.7. Here iron bar and brass bar both are in contact with each other. Here in the first obtain expression for and hence compute the temperature of the junction of the two bars. Same thing. So we have already derived expression for this. There we got formula. We got expression for junction temperature as K1 T1 plus K2 T2 by K1 plus K2. But this formula is applicable only when both have same area of cross section. So here also they are having same area of cross section. Therefore here automatically we can write K1 T1 plus K2 T2 by K1 plus K2. No, we can't get this formula. The reason is, I will tell you. This formula, we got this formula when L1 is equal to L2 is equal to L. See, here this is L1 and this is L2. When L1 is equal to L2 is equal to L and A1 is equal to A2 is equal to A. When lengths are equal and areas of cross sections are equal, then we get this formula. Here area of cross section is same, but the lengths are not same. Therefore we have to derive the formula. How we derive the formula? Same. Rate of heat flow is same. Q by T 1 is equal to Q by T 2. Block 1, block 2. Q by T through block 1 means, see, actually this is over. Q by T is equal to Ka Tc minus Td by L. This is the formula. Now see, for first block K1, here A1 is equal to A2 is equal to A, but L1 not but here L1 means D1, D1 not equal to D2, D1 not equal to D2. Therefore here cross sectional area A, Tc minus Td means this temperature minus this temperature, T1 minus T divided by L. Length is D1. Now K2 A, temperature, this temperature minus this temperature, T minus T2 by length D2. A and A gets cancelled. Cross multiplying K1 D2 K2 D1 Now here T is there, here T is there. So let us move this to that side. Let us move this to left hand side. In both, T can be taken common. But here you can't take anything common. From this we get T is equal to K1 D2 T1 plus K2 D1 T2 divided by K1 D2 plus K2 D1.